Now, I don't know if YouTube playing with my notifications. I'm not feeling it. Not liking it, not loving it at all. They've been playing with my notifications, actually. Let me get a little shit here. They've been playing with my notifications, but my regulars should definitely be in the chat. Where's my moderators? What the hell is going on? It's 9 o'clock. Everybody should be here by now. I don't never go live this early. I rarely go live this early. Ain't no way. Yeah, I should have been in the building 15 minutes ago. This don't make no daggone sense. They be playing with me. YouTube be playing. They be hating on my. They be praying on my downfall. I swear. YouTube stay praying on my downfall. It's cool though. It's cool. I bet you they be demonetized this video for about 15 minutes too. Well, not about 15 minutes. They gonna wait till after I end the live after I talk about what I'm talking about because they ain't gonna like what I'm talking about. Shout out to the chat. What's up, y'all? Kid Gravity in the building. What's up, Kid Gravity? Teron Herring. Rob, what's up, Rob Niggas? Marcus Moore, what's up? There we go, Marcus. Look at my boy Marcus. Daniel. Shit, I was like, where everyone? Right? I'm like, what? It's 9 o'clock. What the heck? I don't usually go live at like 11 on a damn Sunday. The heck? It's 9 o'clock. Everybody should. I got time tonight. What the hell is going on? Where's everybody at? K Smith in the building. We in here. What's up, K Smith? Finally caught one. Happy Easter. Oh, yeah, I don't celebrate Easter. Don't celebrate Easter. Not a fan of Easter. Don't do it. I forgot today was Easter though. Definitely forgot. Honestly, that's crazy. I only seen one TikTok today about Easter though, but I didn't even realize because it was talking about preparation for Easter. I didn't even realize today was Easter. Wow, it's the end of the damn day. I'm just not realizing today's Easter. That's crazy. Let me put this on my gram real quick so I can be able to tap in. But yeah, I did not realize today was Easter. That's crazy. Tapped out. I mean, not caught up in the Matrix. Not caught up in the Matrix. Let me share this on what's it called too? On what is it called? Where's the link to this? Am I tripping? Oh, I need it on from YouTube. I'm tripping. Go to YouTube real quick. Sorry guys.
My name is Josh, and
they got my joint monetized though. For the time being, watch my shit gonna be demonetized as soon as this damn live ends. That joint gonna turn from green to yellow immediately. They stay trying to play with me. It's great. They stay playing with my monetization. I just had to get my last video freaking review for monetization, bruh. The heck? And that joint was about daggone polygyny. I'm like, how the feezy this joint is not. I hope y'all want to go watch that video too. Shout out to Sister Awa. We love to see it. My niece's name is Awa. Crazy, right? But yeah. The hell, I had to go get that joint review for monetization because these negros then demonetized my video, bro. I'm like, this joint is about polygyny. I ain't cursing, we ain't saying nothing crazy in that joint. They still demonetized my joint. They be playing with me, yeah. For real. They be praying on my downfall. Egregiously. Outrageous, egregious, everything between. Can't rock with it. But anyways, yeah, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat in the building. Eugene, what's up? J-Man. Yes, they do. They really do. They really be playing with me. I had to go back and get like 3 full videos manually reviewed for monetization just for them to remonetize it. T.I. video, the joint where I think I was reacting to the girl, Kodak ex-girlfriend, and then something else is another video too, but they be playing with me. Hating on my life. So they was lame to me too. Yeah. Shout out to Eliza Ford in the building. Yeah. Egregious. Yeah. But didn't I realize today was Easter? Got the notification late as hell. YouTube be tripping, bro. They be hating on my life. I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's because we speaking that truth to power. They hate to see it. It's all right. It's all good. B1, what up, sister? What's up, Freedom? What it do? Shout out to the members in the chat. Yeah. Shout out to y'all. I said that at the end of my last video too. My the sister Awa, she was like, yeah, if you had members, I would definitely join. I'm like, I didn't even think, girl. I wasn't even thinking. Girl, I got members. I don't know if she's gonna watch this, she's gonna tune in, but girl, I got members on my damn channel. Please join. But she did join my Patreon anyway, so that's a blast. Shout out to her. It's a blessing. Shout out to King Leak in the building. King Blake. Oh, Jazzy in the building. Jazz, I feel like you done missed a couple lives. Or like I think you tapped out early on my last live or something like that. But shout out to you, shorty. Shout out to y'all. I don't know if y'all seen me on Courtney Michelle channel too. I was just on there the other day. Shout out to Courtney Michelle. Shout out to Six the Goddess. I was up there talking about Six. Okay, I don't know if y'all seen that whole egregious debacle on the Lapeef show that happened last week, or this last week, should I say, this past week more so. It was egregious, outraged, and everything between. But so I had to get up there and kind of stick up for the sis right quick. Sis the Goddess, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas was up there tripping, outraged, egregious, and everything in between. Okay, but shout out to Courtney Michelle though, because I do respect that she had me up there. Let me speak my piece. Talk to some of the brothers up there. That was cool too. But yeah, it was a little egregious situation. Can't even fake. John Shaw, what's up, John Shaw? I'm 70 away from using the community tab. I'm 70 away from using the community tab. What's that mean? 70 away. Now I definitely got a notification late. Wow. Yeah, they be hating on me, bro. I bet a bunch of people. I only got 23 people in the building. Y'all know I be we be creeping up by now. We already 6 minutes in the game. It's crazy. You know what? They be hating on my life though. It's cool. It is what it is. So to the Patreon, definitely. Now I gotta start with this though. Shout out to the sponsor, y'all. Guess what we got today? A sponsor. Already said it. Got my first sponsor for the show. That's why y'all don't see me. Y'all always got my stuff in the on my little scroll thingy right here. But it's not me today. It's the sponsor. So shout out to the sponsor, MELANITES. Okay, this is not the Melanite shirt. Matter of fact, maybe I should grab Melanite. I might actually end up changing because I know I'll be getting hot. I get hot fast sale. Hold up. I be getting hot as love. But I do have what's called a Melanite shirt. It's a comic book. Oh my, black people out there who love the comic books, all that. If you have kids who like comics, anything like that. You don't have a kid though, but you just like comics. I'm into some sort of. I'm not really into comics per se, but I do like some like adult comic cartoons, like that show. What's that show that came out? I forgot. We ain't worry about that. It's white on anyways. But we talking about Melanites anyways. This is one of the shirts. I'll probably switch into this because this is one of the characters is Callie, based on actually I don't even gotta explain it because I did a quick little interview with the owner and I'm gonna play it about maybe like an hour into the show when we get into the gut of the show, you know what I'm saying, the meat of the show, which is going to lead into the interview because it's all relevant. But yeah, shout out to the sponsor, Melanites. I got all of his links in the description. You guys go get some merch. Got the hoodie right here, looking fly. This is got at XXX. And he has a bunch of other stuff up there too. But he has like the hardbook copy of like the Melanites comic book, and then he has like a digital download too. So yeah, definitely go check that out. Okay, shout out to the sponsor. Okay, so yeah, people, my moderators, if y'all can get on that for me, put his. Like I said, I got the links in the description. If y'all can just throw the links in the chat a couple times, y'all some real ones. I would appreciate it. So yeah, comics, yeah, definitely. Anime. It's not anime. It's like it's a comic. It's not an anime though. But yeah. It's lit though. Definitely black comics though. We need more. Y'all know we need more black content created, more black what's the word I'm looking for? More black illustrative content. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's comics, whether that's cartoons, whether that's whatever the case may be, animation, anything like that. We definitely need more black owned things like that because Disney, which we about to get into, egregious. I'm gonna get into something else right quick first, but Disney and all these other people, Pixar, that's running all these mainstream media joints is outrageous, bridge and everything between. It's a bunch of propaganda and a lot of their content for children. A lot of subliminal propaganda. Okay, so please, and honestly, it's getting to a point where it's not even subliminal anymore. It's straight up blatant. So yeah, you got to be careful. So this is a black-owned FBA owned company. FBA owned by a black man. He lives in Texas, but I think he said he was from, I forgot what he said was from. I think it was like Mississippi or something like that. It's in the interview. Y'all will see. I asked him that. But yeah, shout out to the sponsor. YouTube streets coming. Yes, YouTube really be hating because I never got your notifications. I get some of y'all Instagram sometimes. Some of your Instagram sometimes. It's annoying. Yeah, Instagram be trying to hate on me too. It's egregious. They don't. Instagram really be trying to pay on my downfall. They be watching my comments. Oh, I gotta be careful with everything I do there. That's why I got like a backup page. And I got like a little Finsta, but I don't really use it like that to be honest. But I need to start using it more to start more egregious content. We got black artists who draw anime. Yeah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. Oh, shout out to the super chat. We started early tonight, T Curry. Just for a fun question, how would you holler at a bad chick if you seen one? I don't know how to holler no. I ain't thinking. I'm not gay. I'm not a holler no bad chick. What the hell? I don't know. What is, you go ask Kevin Samuels that. What the go ask MTR or O'Shea? What are these Negroes? I don't. You were asking the wrong person. The hell? How you holler at a bad chick? Why you say it like that? A bad chick? A bad chick, brother? You got to be about 45. I don't know. I don't know how old you are. But bad chick, outrageous degrees and everything between. You're wilding. Okay, nigga, hell no. I don't know how you would holler at a bad chick. That's outrageous. How you approach a woman? Do you want some tips on how to approach a woman? I got you. How I like being approached. I got you. But I do that on my Patreon or something. Nigga. You gotta pay me for that. What the hell? I don't even do that. That's for men. I'm not about to do that. What the hell? Teach a woman how to, be approached by a man. How to receive that approach. What the hell? How you approach a bad chick? What the hell you got going on? Anyways, speaking of women. Speaking of women, let me get into this real quick because I just like to see what you say. I just like to see what each female content creator say. The answers are always funny. For real, I'm weak as hell. You childish. You real childish for that. Outrageous degrees everything between. I love you, bad. Thank you. I got drip for sale. Thank you very much. Now I don't know if y'all seen this. This is Tashina Arnold. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. I'm pretty sure y'all seen this because it really went viral on Twitter. Tashina Arnold, she tweeted this out. And you know what's crazy? When I first seen this tweet, I didn't even realize it was Tashina Arnold. Which is wild. I didn't even realize it was Tashina Arnold who had said that last night. And but when I went back, I realized that it was her. And shout out to Tashina Arnold. I don't know, she's kind of like connected with the grassroots a lot. Like I know a couple people who like know her. Which is kind of cool, and they've like the people I know that met her or know her always said that she was real cool and stuff like that. So I think she's a pretty good sister. But so she made a question though. She tweeted out a question though. Honest question: what can we as Black women in America do to stop aiding in the emasculation of Black men in America? Now this was a beautiful question, very profound question. I love to see it. I thought this was especially coming from somebody of her status, being in the mainstream and things like that. All the people, a lot of the mainstream people that follow her. Like, yeah, thank you, Jazz. Look, I love my moderators. Love y'all. Gotta love it. Yeah, but especially her being in the mainstream and having a lot of mainstream people that follow her, I thought this was very like kind of bold of her to kind of say this, especially because I already knew. And at first, before I even get into these ignorant ass masculinas, I already knew. What was I about to say? Shout out to the Black people, specifically Black Americans, because there was a lot of Black Americans who responded to this. Shout out to all the Black women and the Black men, all the brothers too, who responded to this respectfully, who actually gave, articulate answers, who gave, like real answers for women, like practical answers that we actually could do. I seen Black Authority respond. I seen Erica Lachey. I seen a sister I follow on Twitter. I forgot her name. I think it's like, I'm not sure what her name is on Twitter, but I seen a couple people I follow on there respond. A couple Black Americans, even if I don't follow them, I kind of recognize their page or something like that. But shout out to all the people that actually responded to this in a and received this in a a respectful way, because I don't think this was meant to disrespect Black women or the bullshit that I'm about to show on this screen, because I already seen this coming. Okay, again, shout out to the sister, all right, and how she received the criticism afterwards, because there was a lot of criticism she got from this, and she tweeted out, I forgot what she tweeted out after this. I think she said like Black men and women have a lot of healing to do. She responded very gracefully though, so I like that. So yeah, but look at some of this first of all, hold up. Define emasculation, because a lot of y'all, and matter of fact, let me say this too, because the Shade Room was the one who posted this. Now, like I said, especially at first, when she first posted this, she really wasn't getting a lot of criticism. She really wasn't getting a lot of backlash. A lot of the people who responded was actually responding intelligently, like was responding like regularly. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have a problem with the question for the most part. Okay. When she first posted the question. So the Shade Room ignorant asses, okay, they non-FBA owned. They be hating on us low key. They stay trying to throw us under the bus one way or another. Trying to go give us these underhanded comments and shit like that. And so they posted this, and of course they post up the worst damn comments, okay, or like the most, like not the best ones they could have posted. They ain't post Erica Lachey's or Black Authorities. You know what I'm saying? Like, and these are people that's at the top of the thread. Okay, so they went and found all of these BS answers just to post this. Oh, she got a bunch of criticism. What is saying in the caption? Tashina Arnold is facing some criticism on Twitter after the question about emasculation of Black men. Like, why would you even put it like that? Why would y'all even spend the I know why y'all did that, because y'all really anti-FBA over there. I already know what it is, okay? That's literally the only reason I follow them is because a lot of our people follow them, and they post about our people a lot. The only reason. But, so yeah, they really got some anti-FBA haters over there. But the fact that y'all even posted this with this narrative, like, come on, y'all, really? Really? Like, really? You could have just said, Tashina Arnold asked a profound question. Look at some of the great responses she got. I mean, that would have flipped the narrative of a lot of the comments anyways. But, I mean, like I said, they be hating on us. So, here we go. Let me see. Ooh. Define emasculation, because a lot of y'all concerned about Black men being emasculated a lot of the time just sounds like silent homophobia or misogyny. Girl, if you don't get the y'all, it's the ignorance for me. We gonna act like these Black men, they don't got these, it's not an agenda to buck breakout men. We gonna act like they really not pushing. Every time you turn the TV, look at an ad, go on TikTok, they not pushing effeminate ass Negroes. Are we really gonna act like this? Are we really gonna act like this? And I already understand that a lot of y'all are already programmed with this feminist propaganda, like, oh, toxic masculinity and blah, 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 all this other BS, the patriarchy. I already know. I'm already knowing that's what a lot of these sisters is coming from, okay? But come on, y'all. Are we really going to ignore blatant propaganda? Like, come on. You cannot turn on the TV. I don't even watch TV no more. But anytime I have looked at a TV screen when I was out in public, whatever the case may be, my mother watching whatever, and I see the TV, there's an emasculated Negro on the screen somewhere. There's no representation for masculine Black men. Very little to none. And even when there is, it's always something else. Oh, they masculine, but they a drug dealer. They masculine, but they in jail. They masculine, but they got a fetish for gay men on the low. They on the down low. They masculine, but they abusive to their wife. They masculine, but I mean, come on. It's always Bel Air. Thank you, Eliza Ford. Thank you. They masculine, but it's something. It's always something. Even the father that's on Bel Air, he's masculine, but his wife is down like a modern woman who's out here trying to beat her in these streets. She about to cheat on this nigga with Michael Ealy. Like, come on. He trying to hide his Will's father from the world and the world from his father. Come on. Are we being serious? Like, it's always something. Very much something. Okay. And he a sly politician. Like, it's always something. Like, we're not about to sit here and play like there's not a ploy to emasculate our men, especially our young boys. Stop it. We're not going to, and then we don't even got to get into the bigger part of this, which is like through chemicals, through, things in the air, through the water, I mean, come on. We're not going to play like this. Psychological warfare. We're not going to spiritual warfare. We don't even got to go that far. Stop it. That's just disingenuous. Emasculation isn't a real thing. Do y'all see what I mean? Is this sister even FBA? She might not even, this person might have, she's valid, she's verified. I don't even know if this person's FBA. Feminista. Got daggone feminists. Emasculation isn't even a real thing. It relies on some arbitrary idea that there's a specific way to be a man. There isn't. Europeans, if there isn't, then why can't we get a simple representation of a strong masculine Black man? You think that's a coincidence? If that's the case, if it's really not that big of a deal, and if there's no such thing as a mask, why can't we get that on a regular basis? With any show that we get with Black men, with any type of media we get with Black men, any sort of reality TV, whatever the case may be, why can't we get that? They just got a whole damn show called Bad Boys Club. All majority of the cast is Black men. I think it's 2 white boys. They always got the 2 white boys up there, like the 2 Latino, 2 token non-Black people up there, of course, that fit in with the culture. They get invited to the cookout, and no matter what the show is, okay? But the whole show dedicated to these effeminate ass Negroes. Like, come on, bro. All these brothers up here buck broken. Got Kirk Franklin son up there. Come on. And I think that brother just got arrested for like murder or something egregious, something wild like that. But yeah, like, are we serious? Europeans have tried to universalize manhood through brute force, but we have to reject it. We, black women, don't have anything to do with that, sis. And here go another thing. Great question. British broads are angry in the car. You see you see that the only two, hold on, let me not jump. Let me stay on this point right quick. See, here's the other thing. A lot of black women don't want to accept the responsibility or the contribution that we have in the emasculation of our men. We don't want to accept that part, because look at this. We don't have nothing to do with that, sis. Now look at this. This is the other one they posted. They only posted 2 responses from black men. I think this dude might be an FBA brother. And I mean, I think this is a black man. We're gonna hope so, but that ain't his damn pictures. We're gonna assume that he is, at least. They put two brothers' responses up here, and this is another one. Hold on, not this one. 3 brothers, my bad. Okay. There is nothing for black women to do. It starts and ends with black men defining their masculinity for themselves. Outside of racism, the only thing stopping black cis. And look, that's a red flag right there, y'all. Now y'all know how I feel about this cis bull. Come on, so we already know this is some intersectional Negro right here. He might be in the LGBT. You know, he could be a part of that community. He could be non-FBA as well. We don't even know. But he's definitely on some intersectional BS, so that's a red flag. Outside of racism, the only thing stopping black, cis, straight men from being men is themselves. Oh, really? And look at all these goddamn comments. The last slide summed it up. This last slide should have been first. The last slide should have definitely been the only slide. The last slide it is. He understood the assignment. Yeah, you see how all these black women are so quick to pull out of their responsibility in this? Like, we're going to act like, come on. We're going to act like these brothers ain't being raised by black women. A lot of these effeminate Negroes are running around being raised by single mothers, are running around like this because of the lack of masculinity that you have failed to provide them throughout their childhood and raising them. Are we going to be serious here? Are we really going to act like we don't got masculinas running around disrespecting black men like it's nothing? You talking about every time a sister want to talk about not being protected or black men don't know how to lead, we're not going to sit here and act like you even allowed them to lead. You won't even let them in your damn house to help you raise your damn kids. Come on. Like, are we going to sit here and act like we play no role in this? That is disingenuous and a straight up lie. It's a straight up lie. It's straight up cowardly to me. For you as a woman to not even be able to sit there and admit that. And I promise you, some of these women in these damn comments who so pressed to applaud this brother on this last slide for saying this ain't some single mothers. Let's just be real. The statistics say they probably are. Some of them probably are. Like, let's be real. Come on. I'm like, this is just disingenuous. You sisters are not about to sit up here and act like we don't got no role in this bullshit. Stop it. Stop it. With all this feminist propaganda, you want to walk around and splurting everywhere. You want to talk about divesting. Come on now. Are we going to act like none of this plays a role into the feminization of our men? Allowing them to see. Come on. I don't even got to get into some of the egregious stuff that I've been over. I've been over personally on my own damn channel of directly black women emasculating their men. I don't even gotta go over it. They can go back and watch some of my videos. But come on. Are we really going to sit here and act like we don't have a role in it? And see, this is why I don't like. They're going to post this. And they post the other brother. Okay. But y'all post these Negroes because it deflects from the responsibility we have. Oh, yeah, well, it's on black men. No. It's not only on black men. We're not going to sit here. No, we're not going to do this. They had a damn Tina knows the documentary I just reviewed, Profile the Black Man, where they was addressing stereotypes of black men. Okay, this was black men trying to change the narrative, right? It's on black men. Why the hell was it so many black women? I mean, to the point where y'all literally started a whole damn petition to get this documentary removed. So many black women with response videos. Oh, Tina knows to pick me. Oh, this is dangerous rhetoric. Oh, black men are dodging accountability. Oh, so when they do take responsibility for their image, when they do try to change their image, this is the results they get. That's the results they get, and we don't got nothing to do with it. If that's the case, you shouldn't have had nothing to say about that damn documentary. There should have been no responses. There should have been no criticism. It should have just been repost and promotion. If that was the case, if it's just on them, like this is just disingenuous. You're lying. You're dodging accountability. I can't rock with that. I can't rock with that. I cannot rock with that. Like, hell nah. And then the other one, what's the other brother? What did he post? Abandon the psyop known as feminism and the matriarchal system. It has engendered. What did I say? Engender? Is that right? Engender within our culture. Then our women will stop trying to compete against our men, but work with them, and we can build proper families, communities, and generational wealth. Yeah. I mean, that's a good one, but shit, they put that one right in the middle of these two BS ones. What the hell? They probably went to you about that one. I mean, come on, it's the last slide for me. It's the black man take accountability in the last slide for me. Like, come on, it's the last slide that says everything that needs to be said. Like, come on, bro. Even some of the brothers, and see, that's another thing too. Brothers, y'all cannot be letting us get off on shit like this. Y'all can't just be letting us get off on stuff like this, man. Don't be commenting like this question was asked directly to black women, directly about black women. Do not get up here on no sipping ass shit, talking about, oh yeah, well y'all ain't gotta do nothing. It's just on the brothers, because brothers just gotta. I mean, it sound good to these feminist ass women and some of these feminist ass Negroes who don't want to hold women accountable, but to the people who are thinking logically, who understand both sides of the coin when it comes to both of our roles and how we attribute to emasculizing our men, the masculization of our men. Come on, it's bull. It's just straight. I mean, come on, we're not about to sit. Y'all can, brothers, y'all have got to check each other when it comes to stuff like this, because some of these sipping ass Negroes, same ones raised by these single mothers, same ones simping for these women, okay, and not holding black women accountable, will be up here in a heartbeat like, oh, well, no, it's not on you guys. You guys don't do anything. It's not on you. Come on, bro. That's 86 that. 86 that. I mean, I get that you want to hold yourself accountable. I get that you as a man, you want to, hold men accountable, and y'all are men, you got to take back control of your image. I understand all that, but at the end of the day, we do have to recognize our part in that, because it does have a part. I mean, hello. We're not going to sit up here. We just can't do that. We can't do that. We can't ignore that part, man. So yeah, that's outrageous. Shout out to the super chat. You see how these genetically modified females, shout out to the nigga Marie, respond to Miss Arnold. We all know why these GMFs are mad. Come on now. Because y'all don't want to hold yourselves accountable. Stop it. You're masculine out here in these streets. You want to do what you want to do. Your ass don't listen. Shout out to Cam Newton. He just got dragged through the mud because he said he knew the difference between bad bitches and real women. And he used black women as his example. He said, I seen my mother and my grandmother. That's how I know what a real woman is. He said something to the effect of like, a woman knows how to be quiet. She knows how to let a man lead. She knows how to cook and clean, like basic things. These are basic things. I'm like, and y'all are dragging this brother through the mud. I mean, come on. Women, like, this is outrageous. And that's why I said, brothers, y'all really cannot be enabling us in that, because even when you hear simple things, like Cam didn't say anything wrong. This is basic. He didn't say anything even profound. He didn't say nothing new. This is stuff that everybody should know. Should know. Emphasis on the should. Okay? Everybody should know that. That's what real women are. Like, are we really being serious here? Come on, but this is how far, shows how far some of our women have been living in this damn illusion, have been living in a delusion, okay, that they are something that they're not, that they can attain something that they are, that they can get into this masculine role and then get that same masculine energy back. Baby, no. You cannot sit up here and be so masculine and complain about these effeminate ass Negroes. You can't do that. Come on, and then sit here and act like there's no such thing as emasculation. This sister really said there's no such thing as emasculation. What? Like, what type of insane, like, this is asinine. It doesn't even make sense. It's nonsensical. It's blatant propaganda showing you. I live in D.C. I can tell you there's some effeminate ass Negroes out here. Nigga, egregious. Walk around D.C. if you want to. You're going to see some brothers in some dresses, some heels, some, it's a couple brothers. It's a good amount. Enough. Okay? My bad, y'all. I need some water. Drinking this damn lemonade. Wait for my brother to get it back. I got this water in my mother's trunk. He got my avocado. It's egregious. And I need that trunk. I need that damn water out that damn trunk. It's egregious. I ain't a water bottle here. I'm not about to drink no faucet water. I'm not doing it. I refuse. But I am thirsty as a bug though. I'm trying to drink this damn lemonade. And it's just not working. It's not doing the trick for me. It's not getting the thirst right. It's not quenching the thirst. And shout out to he is Blancard. I think it's he is Blanchard or he is Blancard on Instagram. But he was talking about this earlier. And he made a really good point too. He was like, people are mad at Cam Newton, because they don't really know what real women are. He was like kind of convoluting the whole Ketanji Brown thing where she couldn't define a woman. He was like, these women can't define women. You think the Transformers are the women. Transformers. You think the Transformers are the women. Something like that. It was shout out to that brother. It was an excellent live though. I got to see, I only seen probably like 10 minutes of it. I came in like towards the middle of it, I think. But shout out to the brother. He was making some really good points on that. We have some weak men. Outrageous. He didn't say anything. He didn't say nothing wrong. That brother ain't saying nothing wrong. Those GMS are capping. These know what emasculating mean. They know what emasculating mean. Exactly. They look for mental mass. Exactly. That's what I'm like. That's just this. They don't. Come on. Now ain't no such thing as emasculation. Come on. Turn on the Proud Family. Turn on some of these new shows nowadays. There's a whole rack, and not even just for black men. I said this before. It's not even just black men. I was watching a show on Netflix last night with my niece, and it's a show they called Is It Cake? All of the men on the damn show are feminine except for one older white guy. All of the rest of the dudes up there, LGBT, clearly LGBT. If not LGBT, they are hella effeminate anyways. Other than this one older white man and the host, who is a little like, borderline effeminate too. To be honest, all of the rest of the white, all of the rest, and it's one younger black guy up there, but all of the rest of the white men on there, green hair, obviously LGBTQ, other dude, real effeminate, obviously LGBTQ. I'm like, come on. Are we really gonna act like there's not an agenda towards men in general? Now, of course, I don't go into the whole men in general thing too much because we all know it comes back to a specific group of men who's enforcing that anyways, which is white men. So, they're doing it to their own people. But at the end of the day, it is towards men in general. You could turn on TV and just see. I seen a damn commercial of a black couple. I think it was like a Target commercial, something like that. Very simple commercial. They in that like drinking, they sitting down on the couch drinking coffee. The brother was getting his nails painted by the sister. And this brother didn't look like he was elder. They looked like they was a couple. But she was sitting on there painting this brother's nails in the commercial. It's little stuff like that they have that is propaganda inside everything. That they put inside everything. Whether it's an effeminate little black boy, whether it's in a cartoon or in a show, or a effeminate black father, or or a effeminate gay couple, gay black man, couple, like whatever it is, it's everywhere. It's always everywhere. Even if you have a show, like I said, where there is a masculine black man, there's always a counter. Look at Power. Hello. 50 Cent started that. He got a whole ass gay couple on it. They was just gay bombing us in the damn show with damn sex scenes, gay sex scenes. He was having problems with that. Like come on, y'all. Like that's just this. We're not about to sit here and do this, man. We're not about to sit here and act like this ain't happening. It is. You ain't about to gaslight me, gaslight your mama, gaslight the brothers that's around you. Cause you ain't gonna gaslight me. I see this shit for what it is. For the shout out to the sponsor one more time too. Shout out to the sponsor. Y'all know I gotta keep she's trying to sponsor out MELANITES. Y'all go to the description. Check out MELANITES. Okay, all their merch, comic books, all that. Okay. Those same comments will probably hype up Jack Harlow for being masculine. Come on. Shout out to G and an L and an A. Oh my God, I'm seeing so many TikToks say that whack ass song is egregious. You need to put somebody on that joint. That shit's whack. High key. Put Drake on there. Somebody. Put Lil Wayne, nigga. Somebody. Anybody. It's a very simple beat. Anybody need that, to be honest. Who did I say this should be on there first? It was somebody in particular. I first said though that was like Kodak. Kodak will actually eat that shit, to be honest. He put him on there. That joint would probably be. I might listen to it once or twice. Kodak will probably eat that joint. Tariq exposed her and her white father. Exposed who? Who had a white daddy? You talking about that girl on the tweet? Who are you talking about? I know you're talking about Tashina Arnold. She ain't had a white daddy. I think she Foundation of Black America teaching on them. Y'all remember her father, Nista Jones, said her car broke down and Tariq sent her money under the name charity and sent it back. I'm dead. Are you talking about fraud? You talking about the feminista joint? I just put up. I put up there that tweet. I'm weak. No, he did. Money his was trendy. He is childish. The coon room. The shade room be on some bull. I'm sorry. I do not rock with the shade room. I swear. If so many about people didn't follow them, I would not follow them. And if they didn't post so much about people, I would not follow them. I'm sorry. Oh, egregious. You can tell Tashina Arnold watches the new black media. I love it. Yeah, you can tell. She definitely, I think she followed like Tariq and like Vicky Dilla. I think she followed a couple of new black media pages anyway. So yeah, I'm with it. Like that's why I'm like, I rocks for her. I think she cool with a lot of grassroots people. I kind of rocks with her. It's only going to get worse until black men reclaim their role in the household. Yeah, that's a fact. They do have to reclaim their role. But this tweet was about black women's roles. So it's like, come on, y'all. Letting you get all shitting you, letting you get all shitting so you wouldn't date someone that's not FBA. Probably not. I mean, I said in the past that I would probably give a non-FBA brother a chance. I mean, I might. But honestly, my priority is FBA. Like, if I'm just being completely honest, like I'm just like, if a brother, not FBA brother, approached me now, I probably would not be going for it. Like, I'm like, I'm going for FBA. It's kind of very important for me to marry an FBA man. Like, it's like top of the list. Like, probably like the first thing on the list is like, you got to be FBA. If I'm being honest, like, I'm really, really going for FBA, preferably. We up like 49 to 50. How do you reclaim when they push this out? That's why I said we was focused on. I mean, come on. Let's be real. I mean, come on. That's a good ass question. How you gonna reclaim if you can't even get in your own damn house? How you gonna reclaim the role in your house when she didn't change the damn locks on your ass? Come on. How you gonna reclaim your position when she telling your kids that your daddy ain't shit? I don't know if y'all see my live one time I did. I don't think I ever brought that live on here. Did I ever bring that live on here? But I was reacting to a girl. She had her kids on live. This was on TikTok. This egregious ass black woman on TikTok, and she's FBA. I think she's FBA, sadly but surely. She was on live with her children talking about, daddy is a bum, daddy is a bum. Had them laughing, had them singing the damn song, daddy is a bum. How that father gonna reclaim his position? And you already instilled in that child's mind that father is a bum. I mean, this is what I'm saying. Black women, are we really gonna sit here and act like we not playing a role in emasculating our men? And I think one of her children was a boy. How you think that little boy gonna grow up and see men? How you think he's gonna see himself? If he already sees his reflection, which is his father, as a bum, how do you think that's gonna affect him psychologically? Like, I mean, come on, let's be real. How do we, like, I mean, come on. You got little boys up here twerking. Their mothers on live twerking, got them twerking on the babies. The boys up there trying to twerk with them. Come on, like we not about to say. Come on, that's why I'm like, come on, y'all. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. Act like we ain't got no damn role in this. That's outrageous. Now that's just outrageous. They did that in Candyman. They did that in Candyman. They did it in Candyman. Come on, like they did it in the Matrix. Come on, they did Morpheus. Did y'all see the new Matrix? That garbage ass new Matrix with Morpheus. Do y'all see what they did to the brother Morpheus? Morpheus acted nothing like that. They had this nigga in silk suits, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Had this nigga in colorful silk suits. I'm like, where the brother? Who's the brother that played Morpheus in the original? I think it was Ike Turner. What's the Lawrence Fishburne? Lawrence Fishburne. Where's this brother at? Because y'all could have just brought him back as an old nigga. I would have really rather had him as an old Morpheus and have this new buck-broken Negro playing him. Like, this is, I mean, come on, are we serious? It's too blatant. Like, it's way too blatant, man. It's way too blatant. Steve Harvey suits, it's way too blatant. Damn suit, pink and yellow and blues, and God, it was egregious. I'm like, come on, like, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. Hello, Zeze, long time. Glad to see you still doing great. Thank you, Link. Either her car broke down or got towed. Don't remember exactly, but he did that shit. Tariq is hilarious. What y'all talking about? I just joined. Mr. Bobby, what did you, Mr. Bobby? Disney done lost their damn mind. I'm glad you said it. Disney has lost their damn mind. Let's get into it. Because now Disney ain't really lost their mind. Because Disney really been on some bullshit, honestly. Disney really been on some bull. We kind of, if you know, you know, Disney really been on some bull, to be honest. But this popped up not too long ago. Disney exec wants half of its characters to be LGBTQIA minorities by the end of the year. You guys, look at the representation. Look at the representation. Ain't no such thing as a masculine black man. How many masculine black male Disney characters are? I'll wait. Please, give me 3 masculine black male Disney characters. Give me 3 of them. I'll wait. You know what's gonna happen? Nothing. Because they don't got none. They got Little Mermaid about to come out with Chloe Bailey. And guess who's the goddamn prince? I think it's a little white boy. I mean, it might even be Asian. I forgot. But he's not a black man. I'll tell you that. He's not a masculine black man. You got a feminine black woman playing the Little Mermaid. And she doesn't have a masculine black male lead to be her love interest. You think that's a coincidence? You think that's just representation for other groups, for interracial? They don't want to shame interracial or anything like that. You think that's just a coincidence? You think so? You think when they had Princess Tiana and the Frog, they just gave her, what was he, like some Arab or Indian? I don't know. He wasn't a black man either. When they had Brandy Disney play Cinderella back in the 90s, had an Asian with Brandy, you thought that was a coincidence too, huh? All this just coincidence. Everything is coincidence. It's just they like interracial now. That's just what it is. But we still ain't got no strong black male leads. If you think that's a coincidence, I'm sorry, who we have? Will Smith, who was dancing around, giving wishes to a little white ass Arab boy, whatever he was. Was that the masculine black male representation we supposed to? Was that Will Smith as the genie? Was that what we supposed to get? The one that was a damn slave to a white boy, a non-black man. Was that what? Is that was? I'm sorry. Did I miss that? Was that the representation? Do y'all realize that not even? I think it's not even 6%. I think it's about 6% of the population even identifies as LGBTQ. I tell you what, it ain't half the damn population. Not in America. Damn sure ain't globally. You go to certain parts of the world, I mean, come on. It's not even legal in certain parts of the world. Let's just be real. But a damn sure in America, there is the half of our population is not LGBTQ. So who are you representing? Who needs this much representation for such a minority? And if that was the case, if we're so concerned about representing minorities, why haven't we got that representation from black people? Where are the black princesses? Shouldn't have for, what are we, 14%? Even though I think that's off. They say we're about 13, 14% of the population. I think that's off. I think it's way more of us than that. But even if it's 13, 14%, where's our representation? I don't even think we 13, 14% of Disney's damn characters. Are we being real? But this is about LGBT inclusion. This is about us trying to accept LGBT people, and about us, not trying to promote exclusion of LGBT children, which isn't a thing, which is not a thing. But this is something they want to promote. It's half the damn characters being LGBTQ. You're talking about a network dedicated to children. And you're worried about representing half the characters as lesbian, gay, bisexual, and trans? You're sexualizing characters that don't even need to be sexualized. These are children. They're not worried about being sexualized just yet, baby. Oh no, some of them are now. Lord Jesus. I got a 9-year-old niece. Egregious. She got about 3-4 people in her class that's quote unquote gay. Because of propaganda like this, because of also spiritual warfare and also chemical warfare too. That's a whole nother damn. Shout out to Dr. Wes Muhammad. That's a whole nother damn video, to be honest. Not really, but that's a whole nother subject I'm just not about to get into. But it's a lot of other warfare that goes into confusing our children as well. But we really need half, and then not only that, hold up, y'all. They don't stop then. Hold up, y'all. That's just the tip of the damn iceberg. Look at this. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up, y'all. Don't forget. Oh yeah, the Proud family, they got a bunch of bullshit up there. None of my nieces and nephews watching that bullshit. None of my nieces and nephews watching that. I seen one character they had up there, they had a fake ass. They had a fake ass pro-black character up there who's like pro everything. She's pro-black, but they got rid of the only black male representation they had on Proud Family. Well, the main that was even kind of masculine, which was, who was the boy name? The dude that was played by Eddie on That's So Raven, who was voiced by Eddie from That's So Raven. What's the little boy name? I forgot. From all Proud Family. They took him off. He moved somewhere, apparently. He's not even on the damn show no more. And they're playing that show in schools. Do you know that my niece came? I was up there. I dropped my sister off to Jersey on Friday or Thursday. My niece said that they played an episode of the new Proud Family in her class. I said, because she was like, yeah, I seen an episode of Proud Family. Like, it was cool. I thought it was cool. I said, girl, you can't watch that. What the hell? You can't be watching that show. You don't watch that. We don't watch that. There's too much propaganda in it. You don't need to be watching that. Oh, I didn't have a choice. They played it in my class. I said, what? They just played it in your class. They didn't ask the parents if they could play that in your class. I think that isn't that show rated PG or like is it PG or I don't even know. But anything with propaganda like that should be rated, in my opinion, mature. It should be at least rated PG-13, something like that. It should be rated no damn PG. It should be just for kids to just consume without parental consent. That's for damn sure. I go, hell no. You know about the school, you need to tell them your parents told you can't watch that. You need to put your headphones in, put your hand on your phone. You need to go ask them you can read a book, something. But you ain't watching that shit. Hell to the no. Got a damn fake ass pro-black woman in it. Look at this. Hold up. Look at this from Disney. Look at this format. I mean, look at this. What you call from Disney? Hold up. Look at this propaganda here. Hold up. Oh wait, hold up. I can't expose myself. Can't expose myself. Let me go to my. Hold up. Look at this right here. Oh damn, where'd it go? The fees. Okay. Here it go. Wait, hold up. Look at this right here, y'all. The propaganda is extremely real. Shout out to the sponsor. Y'all, shout out to the sponsor. I got all the links in the description. Make sure y'all go to MELANITES, T.public. I don't even know the damn what you call it. Yeah, y'all see it right there. Go to the website, get some merch. But yeah, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the moderators in the chat who keep posting the link. Y'all some real ones for rocking with us. But look at this right here. Look at this.
I mean, like, maybe it was that way in the past, but I guess like something must have happened in the last, like they're turning it around, they're going hard, and then all that like momentum that I felt, like that sense of I don't have to be afraid to like, let's have these two characters kiss, let's in the background this, like I was just wherever I could just basically adding queerness to like if you see anything queer in the show, I'm proud of them. But like I just was like, no one would stop me and no one was trying to stop me. My little pocket of like, you know, Proud Family Disney.
This is a Disney producer.
The showrunners were super welcoming, Meredith Roberts, and like our leadership over there has been so welcoming to like
listen to this,
my like not at all secret gay agenda. And so like I feel like I felt like it was, I mean, like
my not at all secret gay agenda. Now she just openly admitted that she has a gay agenda that she's inserting into children's programming. If you heard her, she said, oh yeah, you know, I just wasn't afraid to have these two characters kiss in the background. You know, just adding queerness wherever I could. Adding queerness wherever I could. Y'all, this shit is out of pocket. If y'all are still if you still got your children watching Disney, if you are still subscribed to Disney Plus, if you got them watching any Disney channels, and you're not even writing a letter, if your ass ain't even trying to make some sort of outrage about this, which you really shouldn't, because they ain't gonna change nothing. They're just gonna make it more subliminal. Please believe they're not gonna change a goddamn thing. They're just gonna make it more subliminal, which they've been doing. They've been putting subliminal messages in their movies. Since the 90s, they've been putting subliminal. Nothing's gonna change over there. They've been making their bread off this. Please, from programming your damn kids. Please don't think you're gonna change nothing. But you should not have your children watching this. She just openly admitted that she is trying to program your children with a queer agenda, with the LGBT agenda. Are you serious? And there's no plot to emasculate our boys, to emasculate our men? Are we serious right now? You got gay characters just hiding in the background of shows, kissing. And we don't see a problem with this? We're not saying a problem with this? Like, I mean, come on, y'all. It can't get no more blatant. This is what I'm saying. This is past the point. It has passed the point of being subliminal. It has passed the point of even you have an opinion. It is past the point of inclusion. Let's say that you even are one of these liberal, open-minded parents who want their children to be accepting of other groups and, sexualities, and you want them to be open to different sexuality. Whatever. It has passed that point. You're not just talking about your child. You're talking about children from all over the world, from different backgrounds. So just from that, you should have an objective place where all children can come and relate. All, or not even all, most children cannot relate to that. Most children are not being in households where they are taught this at such a young age. 5, 6, 7 years old, which is where kids are really heavily into Disney. They are not being taught this in home for the most part, especially for Black Americans. Let's just be real here. Especially for Black Americans, but not even just Black Americans, other whites, non-Blacks, whatever the case may be, they are not teaching this to the children so young. Are we being serious? So even if you want to get into the liberal BS about inclusion and open-mindedness and blah, 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 like this has passed that. You're not even just making certain shows where parents can choose to let their children be exposed to that through these certain 1 or 2, 3, whatever tier category of shows. You're inserting it into everywhere. Now you got half the characters that will be LGBT. And then we're not going to even get into, y'all know that the gay agenda includes I don't know if you do know, if you don't know, but I've talked about this multiple times before. The gay agenda includes everything outside of heterosexuality. So let's not forget that we're not just talking about LGBT. We're talking about bestiality. Hello, Beauty and the Beast. They've been pushing it. Hello, Princess and the Frog. Come on. This is all programming. We're talking about even damn pedophilia. Let's be real. We got trans ageism out here. It's a white boy who was just on TikTok. I seen going viral on TikTok, running around identifying as a little girl. Oh yeah, guys, I'm a little girl. Matter of fact, I reacted to it on my Patreon. That's why you need to subscribe to my Patreon. Exclusive content. But I reacted to that on my Patreon. Grown-ass man, I think he was late 20s, early 30s, running around talking about, oh yeah, I'm a girl. Girl, I say I'm a girl because it just feels innocent and feels like I can make mistakes. And, as a woman, I feel like I would be more established and like not be able to make as many mistakes. So I feel like I'm just going to identify as a girl. You got Ketanji Brown and she won't even identify with a damn girl. And she just was elected as the new Supreme Court Justice. She won't even tell you, define what a damn woman is. Now let's see if she get up there and start blowing the lines between women and men and girls and boys. Let's see how that goes. Because I promise you that's the direction she going in. Let's not forget that coincidentally, she let off a bunch of pedophiles. She went easy on a bunch of pedophile sentencing. Let's not forget that. They try to gloss over that. Talking about some damn, oh Lord, let me not even get, I'm end up getting off route because what's that lady name? The black lady. What's that black? Shout out to Black Authority. He played that on his live. What's that black lady name? Up there singing Ketanji Brown Jackson. What was this black lady? What the hell was her name? Hold up. What was her name? The black lady who play everybody aunts. She played Will Smith on Bel Air. She was in a bunch of 90s movies. What's that lady name? I know you know what I'm talking about. She was up there singing about Ketanji Brown. Lord, just the old Negro coon. I can't rock with that. I couldn't. I was so disappointed in that sister. I said, damn. Actually, I thought she's a real funny actress, in my opinion. But up there cooning for Ketanji Brown. Outrageous, egregious, everything was Wayne. You up there singing about her going to dress them damn pedophile sentences she did. You want to address the fact she won't define what a woman is. Thank you, Eliza. Jennifer Lewis. Yes, that's exactly what it was. Jennifer Lewis. Ketanji Brown Jackson. Ketanji Brown Jackson. She up there singing, y'all. Egregious. Outrageous and everything between. And if y'all think this shit ain't real, bro, hold up. Look at this. Hold up. Y'all think this shit ain't real? You don't believe me? You don't believe me that this whole where I'm looking at. Y'all believe me that this whole that's not an agenda to get these men to be little girls? And hold up, I got something for you. You don't believe me? I can show you, but I can tell you. Hold up. I can show you, but I can tell you. Where does the article go? Hold up. Look at this. Now look at this here. Look at this. Look at this right here. Because now, like I said, there's an agenda, and not only is this agenda to confuse your children, but it's also to attack your children. This is a subtle way to allow, to slowly but surely allow predators into your children's lives and get off like it's nothing. They trying to normalize this pedophilia. Let's be real. Woman and not woman, when they say woman, they're talking about a trans woman. They're talking about a grown-ass man who sexually assaulted a 10-year-old girl as a teen and who will serve a sentence in jail, in a juvenile facility. And that's because when he did it, he was 18 when he did it. The dude is now, I think, 26. This dude is 26 in juvie. And they got a phone call of him on the phone with his father talking about, yeah, they're just going to let me off, real nonchalant. Yeah, I'm going to get bail. And he sexually assaulted a 10-year-old child. And he's going to fucking juvie with other children. Yeah. And that's because when he did it, he was 18. And the judge who did it, it's real sus. It's a real sus case. The judge who did it is already sus of some bullshit too. But he's going to a juvenile facility. The man, and this is a grown-ass man. In a joint with other children. Now, this is just one case out of others, because I've seen another one. 50 Cent posted one, matter of fact. 50 Cent posted that, what was it, 2? I think it was 2 or 3 women in jail. Hold on, let me see. Where's it at? 2 or 3 women in jail. Where's it at? 2 inmates at an all-women's New Jersey prison are pregnant after both had sex with the same transgender inmate after a local ACLU chapter won battle to house trans inmates in a women's prison. Y'all, it is past. This is what I'm saying. It's past your opinion. This is dangerous territory. It is past inclusion. This is past liberal ideas of inclusion and open-mindedness. This is past that, y'all. This is dangerous territory. You are literally putting your children in danger now. You are literally putting women in danger now. Are we being serious? And then we're not going to even talk about on the flip side. We're not going to talk about on the flip side with trans men, because if you can get trans women in jails, imagine the trans men that can go into jails. Now, when trans women go inside women jails, they got the upper hand because they're still men. But when you got a trans man in a male's jail, I'm sorry, I'm getting damn labels mixed up. Trans man, excuse me, a trans man in a man's jail, who you think got the advantage then? Because those are still women. Those trans men are still women. So just like these women are getting pregnant, who you think on? Because by their definitions, you don't have to be a transsexual. Understand, they're not talking about transsexuals. That's why these women still got pregnant. You're not even talking about trans. I don't agree with that either. Let me make it clear on my behalf. I don't agree with anybody trans, nothing. If you're a man, if you're a male, take your ass to the man's prison. If you're a female, take your ass to the women's prison. It's real simple to me. But please understand that most of these trans people are not transsexuals. Please understand that. So you taking this trans man and put him in a man's prison because he's a man, right? And when he go in there and come out pregnant, or he's in there for a few minutes and then pops up pregnant, then what? Because he has guards taking advantage of him. He has other male inmates taking advantage of him. Let's just be real here. This is dangerous. And I think that's partially why we don't hear trans men as vocal about these types of things. You don't really hear trans men at the forefront of these conversations. Like, there is no trans men's lives matter. There's black trans women lives matter. There's the black trans women. Trans women are women. There's this whole thing about trans women, but where's the trans men at? That's because those quote unquote men still realize that they're women and that they are at a far disadvantage when it comes to other men. Just look at it in sports. The trans women that go over to the women's sports, crushing them, killing them. But look at the trans men. Where they at? You don't hear about too many trans men crushing them in sports over there. And men's sports, you know why? Because they are still at a physical disadvantage. They're still women. So we can sit here again and play like this is about, oh, we can live in la la land about, oh, inclusion and, oh, I identify as this and I should be accepting and we shouldn't be discriminatory. We can play like that if you want to. But when your children end up in danger, when your women end up in danger, there's a problem. We are entering dangerous territory, period. And this shit is sick. This is a sick ass agenda, y'all. It is sick and it's very real. Very real. That's why people who get triggered by the gay agenda, people who get triggered by it, even when I hear people who use terminology like cis and, oh, we need to be open and trans women are women, like that is dangerous ass language now. Like I'm not playing with people who go into language like that. If I was ever in an interaction, like I would have to make that clear. I don't even want to interact with you for real. Because you putting my life in danger at this point by trying to say that trans women are men, are real women. You damn near, you might as well set me up for motherfucking, nigga, I don't know, volunteer me as tribute. That's what it feels like. Feels like you putting my life in danger at this point and my children's life in danger. Because this is sick, man. This is real. But this is really happening. Like this is past the point of opinion. This is past the point of inclusion. We have got to be real here. We have got to be real and live within reality because these people, whether you think it's trans, LGBT, whether you think it's the elites, shadow government, whatever the fuck you think it is. But whoever is pushing this damn agenda has very intentions. It's not just you who just want to be included, who just wants to feel included and, and every day. And I want to be accepted in society as a man. It's bigger than you. Get over it. Like at this point, I'm like, get the fuck over it. If I'm being real. Sorry, if I'm being too harsh. Get over it. You're not going to be accepted as that because you're not about to put my goddamn life in danger because you want to be accepted as something that you're not. Point blank, period. I'm not going to accept you as that because as soon as I accept you as a woman, now I got to accept this grown-ass man as a girl. Next thing you know, he ain't goddamn juvie. Next thing you know, he's getting light sentences or damn near no sentences for messing with children. And the same thing for women. And really on the back end, of women, on the women's side, it's a little bit worse because we already seen as less threatening. We're already seen as less threatening. So you got these women who push this propaganda who may be on some same predatory shit, who easily get off because they're women. And now they LGBTQ. Like I can't, and then they covering up with LGBTQ propaganda. Like I can't rock with that, y'all. I can't. I don't know if y'all, I can't rock with that. Shout out to the sponsor, God SXX. Make sure y'all hit the link in the description. Get some merch. Shout out to the sponsor. Them church Negroes are hilarious. Outrageous. A lot of these celebrities, especially, you talking about Jennifer Lewis. A lot of these celebrities, especially the black celebrities, are just paid spokesmen who are actors. Males cannot speak with this venom. Men are to be femme now. But if you let a gay man tell it, they say, what about the straight agenda? What about a straight agenda? That's all I seen when I was growing up. But I turned gay, so it's no agenda. It's just representation. Boy, if you don't get the hell out of here, ain't no such thing as no damn straight agenda. Stop it. We are not about to, and I hate people who trying to make that weak ass argument. Well, if you don't think kids shows to be sexualized, then why are you okay with like a boy and a girl kissing? Why is it not the same with like, Cinderella and her? It's not the same because this is something you see in your everyday life. Everybody you came from a male and a woman. It is not a male and a female, a man and a woman. Everyone comes from that. It does not matter if you grew up with LGBT parents, which the cases of that is unlikely. If you did grow up like that, you are in the minority, number one. For the most part, most people grew up with a man and a woman. They see their mother and father kiss before. Now you see grandparents kiss before. You've seen heterosexuality grown up because that's natural. I mean, we don't even I'm to hell with the system. To hell with being system. I don't even give a damn no more. We gotta be real here. Again, this is dangerous. Come on, this is natural. You naturally are attracted to a male because you are meant to reproduce. Let's just be real. Let's keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. I don't even damn what propaganda you grew up with. If you grew up with LGBT, whatever, come on. It is in your nature to be attracted to one another because we are here to reproduce. Period. You are naturally going to be attracted to that in some way, shape, or form. If you're not, then you should, like again, warfare. There's a lot of warfare adding on to that. I don't believe people are born gay. I don't believe that shit. I'm sorry. Hands up, don't shoot. I don't fucking believe it. I believe that there's a lot of warfare going on that a lot of people don't know about, which is affecting children and how they and exposing them to a lot of things, whether it's blatantly physical, materialistic, whether that's propaganda on TV, whether that's again chemical warfare, whether it's seen or unseen. Unseen. You are programmed that way. Period. Because naturally it is in your nature to be attracted to that man and be attracted to that woman. Come on. We are literally physically made for one another. Physically. Our anatomy says you are made for one another. So no, I don't got a problem with you having a couple, a nuclear family in a damn kids show with a mother and a father being somewhat intimate to each other. No, because most children have seen that. Like, stop it. We're not about to go here with no damn heterosexual agenda. Get the hell out of here. I'm not doing this with y'all. Do you think what she said, said would have been possible if Black men are more involved in the life of the kids and where it resulted? What? Do you think what she said would have been possible if Black men are more involved the life of their kids? And where is the revolt in our community after that clip you just played came to light? The revolt, brother, I don't know where you're going with that. I just didn't address anything. The Disney Channel fell off in 2016. Disney Channel been having a bunch of bullshit, but this is more blatant. That's what I'm like, you still got your kids watching this, brother. I mean, sister, you might as well just be signing your kids up for non-heterosexuality. You might as well put their ass on a petition for non-heterosexuality if you're allowing them to just watch this with no supervision. Because it's way too much propaganda. I mean, it's way too. I told even in not even just Disney and Nickelodeon. It's a show called Henry Danger. They got like a trans or a drag queen dude who's on the show regularly. Like this is, I mean, it's everywhere. It's even on YouTube channels. Like it's everywhere. It's everywhere. I seen a trend on TikTok. I've been told y'all to take your damn kids off TikTok. I've been telling y'all, take your children off TikTok. They had a trend on TikTok where it was top surgery. They was promoting top surgery. Bunch of trans men, bunch of women, grown-ass women running around with their titties cut off. That is sick. They were literally promoting mutilation. Mutilating your body. Like this was a healthy option. This was just regular stuff. You just cutting your titties off. Hey, look, guys, I'm just cutting my titties. Look at me. I ain't got no titties no more. Look at this. This is regular life. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I don't got no mental health issues. I just cut my titties off. I feel a lot more accepted now. Like this is normal, a normal way of thinking. Y'all, this shit is sick. You are cutting your body parts off. Please understand a lot of these trans who are not transsexuals. Like I said, most of them are not transsexual. There's transgender, and that's for a reason. Because regardless of how much they want to regurgitate all these BS talking points about acceptance and body acceptance and living in your truth and identifying as you want, as much as they want to push that bullshit, it's an instinct within them, even the white ones. It's an instinct within them, a godly instinct that's like, I can't just cut off my fucking body. I can't just cut my damn my dick off. I can't just cut my titties off. That's a godly instinct. They know that. That's where they can go as far as they want with all this transgender. Oh yeah, I feel like this and I want to represent like this. But you ain't gonna get up on that table. A lot of y'all are not about to get up on that table because you know what it is. That is sick. Like we're not about to sit up. We're not about to play this. We're not about to play this. We're not about to play this. We're not about to do this. We're not about to do this. We're not about to do this. People don't understand that the can of worms they're opening with this love is love crap. Exactly. Because a different group of people that are not universally accepted can make that same argument. Come on. Love is love. You think it's a coincidence they just use that terminology, love is love? Because anybody can be, love is in abundance. Anybody can love. A child predator can love a child, right? Love is love. I love this child. But that doesn't mean that they won't harm them. That doesn't mean that they won't sexually assault them. Like, let's just be real. Come on. The pro-black character is played by Keke Palmer. I ain't even surprised by that. I ain't even surprised by that. People don't understand I don't understand Disney because of the history. They tried to pick at me and call me picking these good pictures of tomfoolery and buffoonery, minstrel plays with written down as propaganda. I think Scar was in. She gotta watch it or be an outsider. Yeah, she gotta watch it or be an outsider. Right? Outrageous. I said, baby, be an outsider. She's like, all my friends watching, everybody else watching. Girl, I don't give a damn. Don't tell the asses you are not allowed to watch that shit. Seriously. We got a black Captain America. We got a black Captain America. Oh yeah, you talking about the same Negro who was up in Black Mirror pretending to have sex with his best friend in a video game? You talking about that black Captain America? You talking about that guy? The same brother that was up there who kissed the brother in that episode to see if he was gay. You talking about that Captain America? You talking about that one? Oh, okay. Oh, let's not forget about Black Panther, the whole Malcolm X and Killmonger, the whole Malcolm X and Martin Luther King dynamic there. Come on. Like I said, there's always something. There's always something. There's always something. There's always something. Always. What that hoodie say and where you got it? Come on, it's got XXX, baby. I got it from the sponsor. The link is in the description. Shout out to the moderators in the chat who's posting the keep posting the link. But the moderator, which calls in the chat. And speaking of the sponsor, I'm glad you said that because with all that being said, and as a matter of fact, I'll say this last thing too. Actually, let me say this too real quick too. I don't know if y'all seen Coyle Ray. Because again, it's not even just the child's it's not even just children's anymore. Yeah, it's not just children's content anymore. A lot of y'all know that Coyle Ray, shout out to the Omni Roan in the building, and Disney completely ruined the new Proud Family reboot. Yeah, I know. I ain't even watched it, and I've heard enough about it. I know they did. That's why I ain't watched that shit. I know they did. I know they messed it up. I know. But again, it's not just children's content, y'all. A lot of these kids are listening to a lot of the trending music on TikTok, okay? Even if it's not trending, a lot of kids just listen to a lot of the trending music on radio, whatever the case may be, the popular music. Now, Coyle Ray, I talked about her before. You know, I talked about her inside that whole, when she was kind of blurring the lines with her and Nikita, what's that trans lady, trans dude, names like Nikita Dragon. Now, that was a whole debacle she had going on, where she was like, they was dressed alike, and I was like, damn, they kind of look alike. She was really trying to blur the lines on who was the woman there, okay? Now, if y'all don't know, too, let me add some more context. If y'all don't know, too, her father, Coyle Ray's dad, just got exposed for messing with some trans. We're messing with a specific, this one trans woman, okay? A bunch of phone calls. She was recording them doing their phone calls. He up there calling the baby. Yeah, you can't expose her in the streets because if I do it, if they find out I'm finished and it's different from you. People still gonna love you afterwards. You're beautiful. They're really on her line. He had another thing where he got caught up in a hotel room with a guy. So he's obviously on some suspect shit. Obviously, he's been a part of some non-heterosexual intercourses, okay? Sexual activity. Obviously has been a part of some non-heterosexual activity, okay? To say the least. All right? And now, Coyle Ray recently dropped her new album, her first album. This is her first album. I don't know if Coyle Ray got any baby pictures. Y'all ever seen any baby pictures of Coyle Ray? Do we got her birth certificate on the internet? Do we got any baby pictures of Coyle Ray? Because this really got me thinking, especially after her father just got exposed. This really got me thinking. Now, I seen this. This is the cover to her album. This right here is the cover to her album. Now look at this, Trendsetter. Now at first glance, when you see that Trendsetter, I don't know if y'all see what I see. Do you see what I see? But that looks like transgender to me. At first glance, you got all the color. I mean, that's the color of the rainbow. That's the LGBT colors right there. And then it just looks a bit childish. You got the planets and the stars. It just looks a bit childish. And it just says she's bent over like that with her mouth wide open. And it says Coil Ray. But that looks a little suspect right there. That looks like transgender. And then now, hold on, this ain't the only one. Hold up, this is the other one. This is the other one right here. Hold up. What the other one at? Here's the other one right here. Here's the other one. Very, very kind of childlike. Do y'all think that's a coincidence? Look at her. She has the earmuffs on. She's looking very innocent, looking up. Again, with the kind of childlike drawings. Trendsetter, again, kind of looks like transgender. All the colorful, subliminal, colors. She got her legs wide open, very hypersexualized. Now, y'all know Lil' Kim had the joint with her legs wide open, and then Nicki had one like that. But I went back and looked at their first album covers. Their album covers wasn't like that, though. Their first album covers wasn't like that. Their first album covers did not look like this. We're not this hypersexualized. She's bent over. And mind you, I'm gonna get into that part in a second, but just look at at first glance, look at this. Who do you think this looks like it's kind of marketed to? Because this doesn't give grown-ass woman vibes to me. This don't look like something that's marketed to me. I'm a grown-ass woman. This don't look like something that's marketed to me. This looks like something that's marketed to kids. Why you got why it's so colorful? Why you got little drawings up there? You got stars and a little spaceship, like real childish like. But then also very hypersexual. And then you got the subliminal transgender or trendsetter up there that looks kind of like transgender at first glance. Now, do y'all really think that's a coincidence? Do you really think that's a coincidence? Or do you think when children go on Apple Music and see that cover, see all the colors, see the artwork or so on there, and you don't think someone's gonna click on that? You don't think someone's gonna click on that? I mean, I'm just being real. Let's just be real. Caleb, I don't think I said Caleb Coleman. I thought you might got a cousin named Caleb. I was about to say Cass in the middle. Yeah. Do y'all think I think that's a coincidence though? And now we seeing her father getting exposed. I'm like sitting here like, where the fuck is her baby pictures at? Cause did her daddy cover this up? Did your daddy cover this up? Are you a trans boy? I don't know. I'm really starting to question it at this point. I mean, I don't know. I genuinely don't know at this point. She does have a very masculine kind of frame and face. But I mean, it's also, some girls kind of have that kind of look. But this is very questionable. This was highly questionable to me. It's looking a little off. It's looking a lot off. And that's very intentional. Please don't think that this is just, she just likes spaceships and she just like childish drawings like that. Please don't. She has a whole marketing team. Everything is intentional. Please, let's not. And she got on trend on TikTok, a supposed kids app. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I know. I'm just saying. But all I'm saying is, nigga, everything is intentional. We shouldn't just let that fly over your head. Don't just let that fly by you and think it don't mean nothing. Don't just let your kids go look at that and listen to her album and not think that's not some sort of programming. That's all I'm saying. It's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. Zeze, be careful. 3 God has this name out there. Nature Boy. 3 God. What the hell has this name out there? Nature Boy. Just saying some may link that to link up by their ignorance. What? 3 God. What the hell? Oh, you sound like 3. You want this? Hell nah. This ain't got nothing to do with no damn Nature Boy. I heard he got some egregious allegations. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Hell no. I'm glad I have to raise small kids these days. I don't have to raise small kids these days. I couldn't watch that movie either. I couldn't watch that movie either. What did I say? I made it to the virtual reality scene and cut that shit off. I made it to the virtual reality scene. Oh, you talking about the You the Black Mirror joint, the Black Mirror episode. Yeah, that was egregious. Hell no, you talking about that Captain America? Yeah, I'll pass. I'll pass on that one. My respect low key went out the window for that brother when I seen that. I said, oh hell nah. Anthony Mackie, that's his name, and I kind of liked him as an actor before that. And I was highly disappointed when I seen him do that damn episode. I said, oh nah, he must be trying to get some better roles or something. He must be trying to get something, because why the hell would you agree to that? That's outrageous. I don't give a damn if it was virtual reality or not. The look is a bad look. You got two black men. I mean, come on. You think it's a coincidence? The brother was the brother from The Matrix. He was also in a Jordan Peele film. Like, y'all think it's a coincidence that both of these brothers had good roles after that episode? They had some pretty well-paying jobs after that episode. I mean, I'm just saying. That ain't no damn coincidence. Her father's getting exposed because he used to be at that car wash behind where I am now in Atlanta. LOL. JK. I feel sorry for teenagers who have to grow up in this. What's the difference between transgender and transsexual? Transgender is just like when you transition, when you identify as a different gender, basically. When you transition from one gender to the next, like when you transition from a man to a woman, so you don't have to necessarily like remove anything. A transsexual was when you get something removed, like when you have your titties removed or your penis removed. That's a transsexual, because you're getting something, like you're sexually transforming yourself, or transitioning to another gender. So yeah, that's really the main difference. But that's what I'm saying. A lot of these trans people are not transsexuals, they're transgender. Okay, they're really just transgender, not transsexual. Okay, so that's a big thing. Now, shout out to the sponsor again. Like I said, make sure you head to the link in the bottom. Head to the link in the bottom, get you some merch. Okay, yes, you should, as you should. What was I about to say now? Now, I did, like I said, I told y'all at the beginning of the stream, I did talk to the owner of the company, okay, and it was a very interesting conversation. So interesting that I feel like y'all should see it. I feel like y'all should watch it, okay, and so y'all can get a little more context behind the meaning of this brand, because I said I made this live like this. I did this live like this, going in about LGBTQ, and I talked to I talked to the sponsor about this. I told him I was gonna go in like this on LGBT and the LGBT agenda and Disney and all this stuff. He had no problem with it. He said, "Sister, we good over here. We on the same page." Okay, so he gave me the green light, okay, to go in. And a part of that is because he is definitely with the shit too. His brand is pushing back against this too. This is why we need new black media. This is why we need black owned, okay, content for our children, period. Why we need to invest in black owned content, period, all across the board, for our children, for ourselves, for every goddamn body, okay, for our communities, period. Y'all straight skipping this. We out. Skipping who? We out. A person give it Donald Trump argument to Obama. So yeah, I want to play this for y'all right quick. It'll be quick. But I do want to play a little bit of this what you call it for y'all really quick, if y'all don't mind this interview. If you all don't mind just sitting here for a tad or watching this interview, it'll be great. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. Okay, we touch on LGBT a little bit and y'all gonna love it. Okay, so watch a little bit of what you call it, and I'll be right back. But I do want y'all to see this. Okay, shout out to the sponsor again. Okay, make sure you have in the bio. Moderators, continue to put that in the chat. Y'all chat it up. I'm gonna be in the chat with y'all, so yeah, just do that. Zeze back with another. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on my notifications bell, get it, join the thumbs up, share this. Oh, no. Okay, so today we have a special guest. As you can see, the wonderful sponsor of the show, as I'm pretty sure I've already announced at this point. This is Mr. Tiger. Please introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up? My name's Tiger Moore, government name, CEO of Born Again Thugs Industry, also the creator of the Melanite comics. So what's up with y'all?
Love to see. We don't get too many black-owned comic books, so this is definitely a special event for sure. First of all, are you FBA? I always start with that.
All the way.
You live in Texas, so are you from Texas too?
So nah. My pops was in the military, so we moved around. We had some family come down here, so migrating from Cali Came down here by my people from up out of Memphis, West Memphis, Arkansas.
Are you married? And do you have children?
Uh, I'm married. The relationship thing didn't work out. You feel me? But I do got two children. You know what I'm saying? I got two sons. So they big boys. They're not boys. I call them grown men. You know what I'm saying? They're young men. So
Let us see it. Yeah, that's the proper language. Young men. I love that. Are they old enough to read your comics? Are they interested in your comics as well?
yeah, I mean they're kind of like I used to tell them the stories before I started doing comics. I was making stories up, bedtime stories, and that's how everything kind of really started with the Melanites.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was just about to ask you. How'd you get into illustration?
But like I'm not I don't draw the comics, you feel me? I'm just a creator.
Okay.
So I just came up with the concept. I used to draw when I was younger, but I started getting out there in the streets where that skill set wasn't required and I lost that. So but I still just had a mind for it. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of
Mhm.
like, just kept it just stuck in me. I just had to get it out when I got to a certain stage. And when I got a relationship, I said, you know what? Let me go do what I want to do. And I start creating this world. And then I got to the point last year where I just said, you know what? Let me go ahead and just make a comic. And last year I just started, and right now we got like 3 issues up on our belt. This is the first issue, the Melanites. Boom. This is the
Beautiful.
first issue. All right. So right now we're done. We're just finishing up with the second one, and I got a couple other guys that I got hired. They're from Nigeria, and they're working on the third one.
So tell us about what is Born Again Thugs and God XXX. What's that?
So yeah, so those are two brands that I created. I created the Born Again Thug brand first because it was something that like it kind of reflects my lifestyle first, and been out on the streets and stuff, and then start learning the knowledge itself. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm.
then I went through some little critical moments in my life where I just say, you know what, I need to do the right thing. And so I just came up with that concept. The thug part of it is pretty much something like we got an artist out here called Zero. He's in Houston, and he had a song, thugs, but he's just for true heroes under God. So I liked that concept, and I feel like everybody have to have an inner thug in them. And in India, thugs were they were religious assassins. They were trying to fight the people that was like taking over their country or their land or
Mm.
whatever. And also, that's what they called us. They called us thugs at one point. A time to replace the word nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I
Mm.
embrace that word.
What about God XXX?
So yeah, so that really more or less really put a lot of emphasis on women as goddesses, but I put the XXX because it's still it's the sexiness, it's the things that make women that empower women to be like, you know, you could still be sexy, you still could be classy, and that's why I coined it goddess. I put the 3 X's on there, but also the 3 X's represent the 3 stars inside of the Sar or Orion's belt that point to the star series, which represent a set, which is the perfect woman. Okay.
Mm.
So there's symbolism on everything I do. I have a spiritual symbolism on things.
That's a blessing. I like that. I like that. So what about Melanites, the comic?
So the Melanites came. I thought of the most crucialist. I wanted a black comic identity type of thing, right? I said the best way to do it is call my my characters Melanites, just pure melanin. So you don't get
Mm.
no blacker than that. You feel me? And so by me doing that, I also took like people like Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Tupac, a lot of people that actually lived in our time, and I kind of deified them. I made characters off of them, and I took Egyptian and other religious gods or deities and merged them together and came up with these characters.
So I was about to ask you about your characters anyways. What's the favorite? Is this one of the characters as well, Callie?
Yeah, that's Kelly. That's the goddess of revolution. Yeah,
Okay.
she's a bad. She's all about war. Like and actually like the India goddess Kali. She's a
Mm.
destruction god. So my Kali kind of spawned off of Cali, like California, and there's a
Mm.
lot of gangs and stuff like that. And gangs originally came together to defend the neighborhoods. Okay, so that character there, even in my story, it kind of you're gonna see that's what she's about. She's about unifying all the gangs, and I have gang culture inside my stories. I got the characters that represent
Mm.
Crips, Bloods, Gangster Disciples, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And so she rallies all of them together. Okay. And but when she does it to fight the tyranny and oppression. Okay, so that's what she's about. So she's a powerful character, and I think so. She's kind of like I took Asada Shakur's like persona, and that's the imagery that I took, and I took her persona and how what she did here, and I modeled that character off of her.
Shout out to the FBA elder too, Asada. We love that. So, what's your favorite character you've created so far, though?
My favorite I can't reveal because that character is not out yet, but
Okay.
my favorite character is his name is Roger X, and he's the one that's off of Malcolm X. You know, Malcolm
Mm,
X is somebody who I admire a lot because he's like one of the original born again thugs to me, and which is another reason why I came up with the concept because he was out there, he was in the streets. You feel me? He got
mm,
knowledge of self, and he went out there and he died for what he believed in, and he didn't cower. So you know, a lot of people try to um, disrespect the ancestor and come up with all this little bullshit about him, and they have a lot of opinions, but this brother died for what he believed in. He spoke it and he walked it like he talked it. So I respect
mm.
the shit out of him on that. So that's
Right.
somebody that I look up to, and I wanted to deify him. I want to make sure everybody from the and which is the reason why I got all my characters like that is because I want them to be in the story that the children from 100 years later gonna they're gonna know something about them and to be able to tell their story and not somebody else tell our story.
Yeah, that's very important that we control the narrative that goes into especially children's minds because I'm glad you said it's a perfect segue. There's a lot of agendas, okay, inside of not only just comics but like mainstream media, cartoons, children's content in general, where they
Hmm.
insert propaganda like from feminist propaganda, LGBT, anti-black male specifically characters, like a lot of dysfunctionality inserted into their uh content. Is that one of the reasons that kind of motivated you to want to create this as well, is like to kind of get stray away from that to correct some of this?
So this the thing. This is it's so many layers to that what you just brought up. You
Mm,
know, one thing I'll say that there have the way things are going, especially with mainstream comics, they're being so diverse. They're more worried about being diverse and appealing to everybody and pushing agendas versus being authentic. The
mm,
authenticity of my race of people, that's the stories, and that's what I push and that's what I promote. And a lot of times that cause a lot of our people to stray and do things that's not natural to us because of things that happen to them based off of society. We adopt things that foreigners do. We take on their ways because that's who's amongst us. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So when I look at that, I want to be able to say, hey, you know what? Let me give another option where you ain't got to worry about none of that right there. You can buy this here, and yeah, a person, a black person that understands what's going on, they can buy this and ain't gotta worry about that. Matter of fact, I got characters that like my character Slay, Renee Slay. All right. She's pretty much a character that deals with molestation and stuff like that. Okay.
mm.
A lot of times in real life, molestation leads down to pathway to like homosexuality. And,
Yeah.
and, and when I'm speaking on this here, now, some people, I can't argue the psychology of it, but I do know what I do know is a lot of people have went down that route because of molestation, and they had psychological issues off of that, and they had
Yeah.
trauma that never got checked because in the community, you don't supposed to speak about that, especially in the South. If that shit happened, people keep that shit on the wrap, and they have to grow up with that. You know what I'm saying? And it leads them down different paths. Okay. So I wanted to make sure I made a character, which is Renee Slave, which is like a boogie woman to child molestation, rapists and stuff, So even when children read those stories, it's going to be embedded in their head like this is wrong. They can read it in my book and say molestation and all that type of stuff is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
I dealt when I was in my youth training to deal with youth, young men. My instructor had taught us that hurt people, which means a lot of times that people who do those things, it happened to them, and it's a vicious cycle. A lot of times people don't understand. Even with men, it end up happening to men too. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
so and it's already bad enough that would talk about the prison system that they it's in that institution it goes down. You feel me?
Mm,
And then you got people that leave up out of there and they into the free world. So it's a sickness. Okay,
yeah.
it's a vicious sickness, and it's one of the biggest things I feel like that plague our people.
Absolutely. And I don't think it's talked about as real, like you said, you know what I'm saying, as it should be. It's not as much of an open conversation as people like to be.
Mhm.
And a part of that is probably because it's not a part of our culture. It's not accepted openly in our culture. And so I think it's almost like an open secret type thing, where some
Mhm.
of us know about it, but it's like we don't want to push
Dress
that,
it.
yeah, address or even address it. Yeah, we're ashamed of it, especially if something happened to us. It's almost like we kind of guilt ourselves and trying to just bury that, and that's it's unhealthy. So yeah, that's a blessing that you're addressing that specifically inside your comments, because yeah, a lot of our children are being brainwashed by this damn
Hmm.
LGBT propaganda heavily. It's egregious. So where do you see Melanites going from here? What's your vision for Melanites?
The Melanites will be something that will last indefinite, and it'll be embedded into our culture because that's what I'm that's my life energy I'm putting in. I'm going hard right now. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? I see it being something that will go on through generations. It'll be something like it probably bigger than some Star Wars or Superman or whatever. You know what
mm.
I'm saying? Um, and that's my vision for it. I want it to be long lasting. I want anybody to be able to walk up to each other and be able to relate to it and talk about what their favorite characters are and just catch a vibe or whatever.
I wish you the best of luck. I believe that Melanites has a very, very great potential, to be something big in our community for
Thank
sure.
you.
We definitely need to get more of our Black children onto Black content in general, period. Okay. All these kids on YouTube getting indoctrinated through all types of stuff, watching these white families, especially all the vlogs and stuff. It's like it's a
Yeah.
lot, it's a lot of propaganda, a lot of lack of representation. So yeah, this is very important. I'm very glad that you're doing this. And then the Black man doing it, FBA. We let us see it. Let us see it, brother.
Mhm.
Um, but you want to promote anything else before you go?
Yeah, so so we have a Comic Con in Nigeria, Abuja, Nigeria, June 11th. I'm hosting that. I won't be there unfortunately, but it's going down for the brothers down there, brothers and sisters down there. The reason being is because they're doing a lot of the work my money's going down there. They're doing a
Mm,
lot of work, and I want to give them exposure. That's what Marcus Garvey wanted us to do. So I want to be able to have something to practice Pan Africanism, and this is my contribution. All right. I'm looking to be able to do this every year. I don't need the money back from that. We're just gonna recycle it and make it an annual thing. I'm gonna push it to August next year.
mm.
We're doing the same thing, and I'll be down there in Barbados. I'm looking to work with those brothers. We're still negotiating on doing a con down there, and I want to make that August where Melanites unite. Everybody come together, and we can, show some solidarity and practice what Garvey wanted us to do.
That's a blessing, brother. Thank you so much for coming up here and sponsoring the show. And all right, y'all. That's it. That's all I got.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Appreciate you
That's
for
it,
having
man.
me on, ma.
No problem. It is a G. Shout out to the sponsor. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shout out to the sponsor. It's lit as a G. Shout out to the sponsor. Yeah. Shout out to Melanites, man. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the link in the description and get some merch. Get you a comic book or two. You can get the paperback version, like the hard copy version, or you can get the download. Okay, it's up to you, baby. It's up to you. Okay. Shout out to the moderators in the chat. Shout out to Jazz, working hard. We love to see it. Doing what you should do. We love it. We love to see it. Let me see here. Shout out to the sponsor though. Shout out to the sponsor. Quick little interview with the brother. His name is Tiger. I put his Instagram in the description too if y'all want to follow him on Instagram. He a good brother though, good dude, FBA brother, and he out here trying to, reclaim, the narrative for our children. So that's a blessing, all right. Trying to speak the truth to power and give our children something a better option, to look at, something better to look at. So yeah, that's a blessing. Now I wanted to touch on this too about this Coil Ray thing, okay? Not even the Coil Ray, what you call it, more so, but really just kind of related to her father, okay? Because now, not only, of course, was that what you call it, egregious, was that damn her what is it called, her album cover egregious, but moreover, you know, I've talked about this before, at least, how black women, a lot of black women are out here out of order because the lack of representation they feel they have for our men. Like, a lot of young women who have fathers who are like very close to their fathers, or even if they're not necessarily very close to them, who have their fathers in their lives and like who care about their opinions, or even if they have not even necessarily fathers, if it's their brothers who have men in their lives, okay, most importantly their fathers. I don't like to kind of like try to replace the role of the father, like you could just replace it. A lot of people be like fast talk like, yeah, you need a father or male figure. It's like, nah, you need the father, okay, you need the father. So I don't want to just gloss over that, but women who do have men in their life, okay, usually have a sense of responsibility of how they represent themselves, because they realize that reflects on their fathers, or that reflects on the other men in their lives. So the fact that Coil Ray had this egregious ass, you know, album cover with her bent over, like her literally bent over, ass out, okay, face down, literally face down, ass up, okay, in the middle of her album, as her first album. Mind you, this is her first album cover, okay? Knowing that her father has been in the game, like has been in the industry for as long as he's been in it, and allowing that to be the first representation of not only yourself, but again, your father, so shows the kind of lack of respect she has for him, number one, okay? But not only that, again, moreover, just in general, with women in general, who tend to not understand how they represent themselves, how that reflects on the men in their family, okay? Whether that's your actual man or that's men in your family, you know, you're too young to have a man, or if you don't have a man, whatever the case may be, the black men closest to you, how that kind of reflects on them. Now, I've seen this because y'all know it's a trend of a lot of women on OnlyFans, a lot of women, you know, kind of on some hot girl shit, doing whatever they want, on this feminazi BS, okay? Thinking that they can do whatever they want, okay, without consequence, or not really caring about the consequence. Now, that's fine. Well, it's not really fine. It's not a good thing, okay, that you don't care about the consequence. The lack of responsibility. It's a little irresponsible, again. And honestly, it's a lack of femininity, too, for you not to care really about your image. But I think a lot of us forget that how that affects the men in our lives, okay? Now, I've seen this video on TikTok. I think it's probably on my Twitter first, but it was on TikTok. It's from TikTok. And this girl does OnlyFans, okay? Now, she does OnlyFans, all right? But her brother, she has a younger brother, right, who goes to school, and she has a video of him. She recorded a phone call with him about how he's basically he can't get a break from his friends or people at school because all they do is talk about his sister's Twitter account, which she posts on there like a bunch of OnlyFans like content. Okay, I don't know if she actually has OnlyFans, but y'all know Twitter is like, nigga, that's like free OnlyFans. Lord, egregious. The shit they allow on Twitter. It's outrageous. They should, egregious. It's literally like, I mean, you on the darker sides of Twitter, it's like it's a Pornhub. It's a damn mini Pornhub over there, okay? So there's a lot of people who promote their OnlyFans or promote their more sexually explicit content on Twitter. And this is what this girl does, okay? So let me show y'all this right quick. This video of her brother trying to talk to her about this, about her content, about the repercussions of her content.
Bro, like I can't even.
And it's very quick, very quick.
Bro, like I can't even play football or talk shit anymore football because everybody wants to fucking bring up your Twitter and how they follow you.
Yeah, so if y'all heard that, I don't really even want to play it. I didn't realize they was playing that damn song in the background. Copyright, you know, not about to get me another day. Not about to get me today. But in there, he was basically saying like, yeah, you know, everybody keeps telling me that they follow your Twitter. Everybody just wants to keep talking about your Twitter, okay? And he's kind of saying it in a more jokingly manner, and she's kind of taking it in a more jokingly manner. And I think this is her younger brother too, so that may be why too. But it's really kind of messed up. It's really disrespectful how some of these women don't even care how that affects the men in your family. Like, and it's crazy because these same women will be the same ones who want to run to you if something happens, if they get disrespected, especially if they don't have a man. If they get disrespected, something happens, and, you know, somebody walks up on them or somebody says something wrong to them or come at them the wrong way, they'd be the first ones that would have run to you, you know, and say, big brother, go get him, or dad, he said this to me, or, you know, they're going to run to the men in their lives first. But they don't even have the lowest level of respect. I mean, just the basic level of respect for you to at least, you know, not put such egregious content out there. Because you got to think, like, especially with this wave of OnlyFans, a lot of women don't even understand, like, they don't take it as serious. Like, they think it's just, oh, this is just like a regular job. This is just like another option. This is just like an equivalent option of going to college or, you know, getting a job at a restaurant, or this is like just a regular thing. It's becoming very normalized to a lot of modern women that we can just go out here and just hop on OnlyFans, take your clothes off, and make some money. I mean, shit, the girl from Bernie Mac did it. This is the girl from there. Bernie Mac will be probably turning his damn grave. Nessa, moreover. Nessa ass from Bernie Mac show got OnlyFans now. So it's becoming very normalized that women are just out here, you know, kind of doing what they want without caring about the consequences, and not even just the consequences for themselves, but the consequences for the people around them. It's like, where is the sense of it? Especially, this kind of goes back into, honestly, it kind of goes back into the beginning point when I started with Tashina Arnold of us not realizing how we emasculate our men. Because when fathers realize that they don't even have that influence over their daughters anymore, that you don't even realize, when you realize you don't even have that level of respect where you don't even have to say anything. Because most daughters, again, even if you're not close, like I'm not close to my daddy for real, you know what I'm saying? But I do understand that if I ever put out some sort of content like that, I mean, there's certain pictures I know if he looked at on my Instagram, and I ain't got nothing crazy on my Instagram, but there's probably certain pictures up there, certain outfits up there that he probably wouldn't even approve of, if I'm being real. But I already know if I ever came out with OnlyFans, if I ever came out with like certain sexually explicit content, this man would probably never talk to me again. That is one of the reasons why I would never do that. He would be so ashamed. That guilt that I would have within me, that I would have weighing on my conscience, keeps me from putting out things of that nature. Not just that, also because of self-respect, of course, things of that nature. But to the point, I would never do certain things because I realized how that would affect the men in my life. Not even just my father, but my brother. My brother will be fucking ashamed. He loves my content. He reposts a lot of my content. He watches a lot of my content. He will be straight up ashamed if I ever came out with some content like that. But I know I would never do that, and he knows he would never do that because he knows that I have a certain level of respect for him, but also a certain level of just consciousness that I know how they would feel. I have a certain level of awareness that I know how that would make them feel. I know how upset that would make them, and in return, how disappointed I would feel within myself for making them so disappointed. But a lot of these women are lacking that aspect. A lot of these women are lacking that sense of even community. Is really what it come back down to too, of like of representing your community, representing your family, representing the men of your, like that is your reflection, especially the men of your family. Especially if you have a man, and mind you, the girl who I just had up here, the girl who was just up here, she has a man. She's up here making this sexually explicit content with her man. She's making it with her dude. Now, of course, to each their own. You're gonna have some men like that, regardless. You're gonna have some men who don't mind their women. You know, I mean, hey, again, to each their own. Do you? You're gonna have some men who don't mind their women doing like that, who gonna do it with their women. It's some men who have, it's women on OnlyFans who have boyfriends who don't do OnlyFans, who don't mind There are women doing that. Or there's strippers who have boyfriends as strippers. Now, of course, I think, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, there is a certain type of man that you are looking at, you know, that you are probably going to deal with, that who would just allow their woman to be exposed like that to the open. You know, you're dealing with more of a modern mindset in that sense, which I'm not looking for. Hell to the no, nigga. I need you to be territorial. Fuck no. Ain't nobody hell to the no. Like, that's outrageous. But that's also, that comes from me knowing that that's how my father is. That's how my brother is. I know that the type of men in my life would never allow that. They would never want me to do nothing like that. I'm sure when I was under his reign, under my father's fucking control, when I was a child or teenager, you know what I'm saying? I damn sure would have never stepped out and did nothing like that. Like, that is wild. But a lot of these women are missing that sense of responsibility. They're missing that kind of guilty conscience that should have. Because the girl was just like, she was laughing. Like, the girl is, hold up. Let me play one more time. Let me make sure that the sound is off. But the girl is like, she's like, in the beginning, once she's not like she looks upset. But then here, she's like, she kind of looked like she's giggling a little bit in the video. She looked like she kind of, she's smiling and laughing. And again, the brother is kind of young, so he may not know how to, you know, he may not know how to step to her in a more masculine way, especially if like her father knows what she's doing. Matter of fact, I think her father does. I actually found her TikTok. And she had a TikTok up there. I don't know if that was her actual dad, but she was like, yeah, people thinking my dad is, it was like a TikTok, and she used the sound, and she was like, people thinking my dad is ashamed of what I'm doing. And then her dad popped up, and he was like, my dad with the gifts I get him, like from all this money she making from off OnlyFans. So again, that's a certain type of man. Of course, her father might be that certain type of man, and that's why she doesn't feel that guilty conscious. But not only your father, now you have your younger brother who's seen like getting the repercussions, like reaping the consequences of your actions, you know? And so there should be a certain level of like, you know, just guilt you feel. There should be a certain level of consciousness you have about how that affects the people around you, you know? And then, man, these women don't have that, man. That's a problem. That is a serious problem. He raised the concubine. That is a serious problem, though. It's a serious problem with a lot of women. That is a serious problem, you know. And that's, again, like I said, it's a certain type of man. Some of that is on the brothers, okay? Some of that is on the brothers, because you shouldn't be letting your daughters just out here doing willy-nilly. That's a little egregious. It's outrageous, everything between. You shouldn't be letting your woman out here just doing. You got to raise the standards, brother. That's egregious. But also for the women, you know, and that, honestly, I got to put that more on the women. Like I said, more even on the mothers. Again, goes back to, oh, Lord, damn, I should have said this at the beginning of this damn show. I should have started with this, with Tashina Arnold, because that goes back to the Tashina Arnold thing about emasculating our men, our role in emasculating our men. Like, that is a bit of that is a form of emasculation when the mother doesn't allow the father to have that. Damn, my throat is dry. Jesus, it's a hell. Lemonade is not doing it. When the mother doesn't allow the father to have that sense of control over his daughters, like he has to have that aspect of control when it comes, especially when it comes to dating and sexuality. There should be a level of like kind of even fear there, especially growing up, that you have is like, like my father is going to see this. Like, I know how my father is going to be. Like there should be something there where it's like, it's stopping you from going so far. You should always have that. That's what kind of protects you as a woman. It keeps you in a feminine state. It keeps you from getting into that, even reaching into that darker side of femininity. Okay. Where you're getting into like hypersexuality, where you're on OnlyFans and you're trying to seek all this sexual attention from men. You know, it strays you away from that when you have that discipline there, when you have that disciplinary there, when you have that corrector there, okay, when you have your father there to correct you on certain actions, you know, that you think is cute with men, or do you think is okay, or you think is not as sexual as it is. Like, you gotta have that kind of guidance there. Men are necessary in that aspect, okay? The women too, but that's what I said. The women, you have to be able to allow them to do that. But if the woman is not allowing, I mean, I know a couple brothers who grew up with single mothers, or a couple women who grew up with single mothers who were, you know, maybe they were models, or they were, I know some that were strippers. I know some that were, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they did not have they did not allow their fathers to kind of guide them on that that aspect of their feminine journey because the mother was doing whatever the hell she wanted to do. Her mother didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? Her mother didn't want her father to be there to control her. So she felt like, oh, you ain't about to control me. You damn sure ain't about to control my daughter. You know? So it's like that. It kind of like that toxic femininity mindset gets passed on, you know? Whether it's intentional or not. But women need that. Like, that's a very dangerous thing for women to be walking around. You're not respecting the image of your father, or the image of how that reflects on your father or the men of your family. That's egregious. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like for Coil Ray, for that to be her first album cover, even with her not having the best relationship with her dad, it does reflect the relationship she had with her dad. But it's like, even with her not having the best relationship, like that's a lack of respect right there. You're not going. I would never feel comfortable knowing that my father is in the same industry as me, and brothers walk up and he like, yeah, I'm listening to your daughter album, and the first thing I see is her ass. Like, to me, that is something that I would just never want. I would never want that to happen. That is something I would never want to happen. But like I said, you got somebody. Her father is getting exposed right now, so we don't know. We don't know how the hell he raised her. Apparently, egregiously. But yeah, that's real. Most people have little to no conscience. Zombies only care about attention and money. Yeah, especially these modern women. Zeze is gorgeous. Thank you. Daryl Long. You're the dude from Corny from Six to Goddess Live. I see you doing, brother. That's what's up. Thank you. I didn't know you was up on here. I love your content because you talk real shit. You're the only black woman that went at Brittany Renner. Oh yeah, am I the only black woman that for real? You were watching my content? That's a blast. Shout out to Daryl Long. That's lit. Y'all seen you on Six to Goddess joint though. That's a blessing. Brittany Renner was some bullshit. Yeah, I had to do a whole live on her because I don't know if I'm the only woman, but it wasn't many. It wasn't enough. You right on that. It was not enough black women specifically going against that. She had blacks, so you getting this heat. You getting this work for sure. Mansour, throw shaka open. Oh, my throw shaka open. Is that what it is? My throat is Lord, I need some water. Upgrades. When you have no purpose in life, you'll do anything. When you don't understand your position and your purpose in life, you don't have no standards. That's a fact. Or you'll do anything. Same woman crying about being over sexualized by men. Come on. The same. But how can you? Again, that's what kind of that respect from you kind of get that from, you kind of get that understanding of how men see you from your father too. That's why I said it's important for you to have a man there, for your father specifically, to be there to guide you on that feminine side of your on that side of your feminine journey. Okay, because a lot of women, they don't understand that concept of how men see you when you hypersexualize yourself like that. It's bad. I talked about that. Matter of fact, even inside the video with the sister, that black ex-girlfriend who was up there talking about how women shouldn't be coming in the interview or shouldn't be coming to men with things pertaining to business, with the tits out, or like trying to look all sexy and like trying to speak all like it's sexy like and things that like that, trying to use that darker side of femininity to get what they want and then complain about results like, oh well, I'm trying to get a sexual favor in exchange. It's like you can't, like, you gotta understand how this shit works. How nature works, how men work, how men and women, how that interaction, like where our disposition is as women, period. And a lot of us do that. Peace and blessings, Queen. Peace and blessings to God. Fathers need to be more involved because moms can't do it all. Yeah, fathers have to be more involved. They have to be more involved inside the training. But again, mothers have to allow them to be involved. Because like I said, I know too many women. I know too many sisters whose mothers did not allow their fathers to be involved and to be involved in some of their processes. Like in some of my father wasn't involved as much as he should. And that's partially on my mother, if I'm being honest. If I'm being real. I gotta put some of that on my mother. She did not allow this, man. She did take our asses from Maryland and moved our asses all the way down to South Carolina abruptly. Okay, so there's more to that context. Well, I ain't gotta get all the way into it, but yeah, I gotta put some of that on my mother as well. She did not allow him to guide us as much as we should have. And luckily, me and my twin, we're the youngest, so we kind of, was able to learn from our sister's mistakes. You know what I'm saying? We still had our older brothers, and we had to step. My mother got me remarried, father, so it was a little bit different. But my older sister, specifically the middle child, the one I interviewed, Yana, she kind of had to go through a lot of trials tribulations that she talked about on her interview because of that lack of guidance. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's egregious. Lawrence Fishburne doing what the hell Lawrence Fishburne doing to do? Egregious. Lord, not Lawrence Fishburne. Hey, I like Lawrence Fishburne. I hope that. Egregious. Blessings everyone. B1. I'm gonna have to catch this from the beginning. I'm hella late. Oh yeah, Charles Ramsey, you hella late. Charles Ramsey, what the heck? Why she sound like she laughing? Yeah, she was. Jazz. She was. It's egregious. Twitter allows porn but censors FBA rhetoric. You think that's a coincidence? You think that's a coincidence? You gotta say it so to achieve mainstream success. Positive male model roles. Yeah, man. No, that's real though. That's real. Zeze. Oh, thanks, Max Lethal. Love you too bad. It takes a village. Absolutely, it takes a village. Let me see what else can we get into right quick. If I get a ball, how long I've been on it? 2 hours. We had the 2 hour mark. I could really slide. I was gonna talk about that little train, that Brooklyn train shooting. I think that shit was fake as hell. They trying to say a 62-year-old dude shot up this damn train station in New York. They don't got no footage of the brother. The damn descriptions of the witnesses was different than what he was. They trying to say the brother was mentally ill. This brother is 62. And not even like, we're not even talking about an in shape 62-year-old. This brother is out of shape, overweight. Come on. And you telling me he got off from all these damn police, man? If y'all get that shit is 100%. Thank you, Montour. That joint is fake as hell, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know what ploy that was trying, what distraction that was for exactly, but I'm gonna tell you like this: that shit was not real. I'm sorry. That was definitely a ritual of some sort. That was a ritual of some sort or something, but that was not real. I'm sorry. That had to be the fakest shit. I thought the Jada and Will debacle was crazy, but come on, man. And you talking about New York? Nobody had a camera out. Nobody had their damn phone out. Nobody had their phone out. A black man shooting and nobody, come on. Like, I don't want to hear that. That shit fake. That shit fake. That joint was fake as hell. I ain't even trying to hear it. That joint was fake. That's why that joint is fake. But being from, I wanted to say that, but being from Zeze, what's your thoughts on the California leading the convo about FBA reparations? Did I talk about that in my last live? I thought I talked about that in my last. Didn't I read an article from it on my last live? I think so. I mean, that's what's up. Shout out to the brothers and sisters out there trying to get them reparations. We let to see it. FBA all day. We definitely trying to cut that check. We let to see it. That's what's up. I mean, shit. That's a bless. I'm all the way with it. They try to get a check. I'm all the way with it. Or that's the result of black man finally breaking. He spoke about his frustrations on his YouTube channel. I mean, that's kind of convenient. I would say that. Nobody even died. I mean, I think it's kind of convenient. They saying the brother they tried. Somebody called into the Reach show talking about he was an avid listener to Reach because he retweeted something for like years ago, a funny show years ago to Reach. I'm like, man, this is a little too convenient. I'm not feeling it. I ain't feeling it. I'm just. It's not giving real. It's giving fake as hell. I'm sorry. Not feeling it. Black Male Advice said it was mind control. Yeah, now it could be MK Ultra. Now, that's, you know what, Tariq, I gotta go watch Tariq break that down because he did say that the brother had visited some town, I forgot, and what you call it, MK, and it, like that's like a military base where they do like mind, they work on like have like mind experiments and MK Ultra, all types of bullshit. So yeah, it sound like some government bull. Sound like a ritual. That's why I said it sound like some government setup, man. Don't sound real. I'm sorry. It's just way too convenient. It's too many pieces to that joint that's just giving fake. I'm sorry. I mean, but the camera thing was enough for me. I said if they ain't had no footage of the brother, ain't nobody record the brother doing it. In New York City, like I'm not feeling that. Fake as hell. But yeah, it probably was some MK Ultra shit, to be honest. I won't be surprised. Black Melody said it was I wanted to say it was fake, but everyone at NYC is so scared. Now everyone's saying every day something is happening. I don't think that shit real. I don't think that shit was real. Kelly says the trust for nationwide legalization, so the laws that pass in Cali usually spread throughout the country. Yeah, that's a fact. That's what I'm like. I'm all the way with it. I'm all the way with it. They get it out there. Hey, we lit. FBA lit. That's what I'm like. I hope they get it. That's a bless. I'll be happy as hell. Shout out to California, to the riders out of California that's pushing it. We love to see it. But again, shout out to the sponsor. Make sure you hit the link in the description and get some merch. We love to see it. Shout out to the sponsor, MELANITES. Make sure y'all go get some merch. Go get a comic book. Other than that, make sure you follow me on Instagram __CFWM. Follow me on my backup __CFWM2. Follow me on Twitter, shout out to _youth. Follow my Patreon. Subscribe to the Patreon if you want exclusive content. Okay. Patreon /A2ZTV. And yeah, make sure you subscribe and become a member. I got memberships on here. So make sure you can become a member. Don't be shy. Don't be shy, become a member. Other than that, shout out to the chat. Mansoor, Marcus, Jazz. Shout out to Jazz Network. Throughout the stream. Shout out to Jazz. Jay Adley, Mansoor, Theoretical Ace, Friedman, Max, Slim, G-Boss, Man Free, Daryl Long, AI. I appreciate y'all, man. I will talk to y'all later. Antonio Short, I'll talk to y'all later. See y'all later. All right, y'all.